Hi everyone, welcome to Spice and Pans. If you like our channel, please hit subscribe and thank you for watching. Today we are using the slow cooker to make chicken pot pie. First, you need a slow cooker. If you don't have one, that's fine too. This recipe works on any stove as well. The one we're using has about 3-liter capacity. We're putting in 3 medium-sized potatoes and 3 medium carrots, all cut in cubes. We're also going to add 2 large yellow onions which are cut into cubes as well. Since we're talking about onions, I just want to show you a quick way to cut onion into cubes without making a mess. First, you cut the onion into half and then just cut it the way that we are doing it now. If you don't want to cry while you are cutting the onions, just put the onions in the fridge for 30 minutes or chill them in ice water first. Alright, back to our recipe for the chicken pot pie. We're now adding about 300 grams of chicken fillet cut into cubes. You can use any part of the chicken you like. However, do note that slow cooking makes the meat tougher, so go for less leaner meat if you can. Next, add 200 ml of chicken stock along with 220 ml of water. Alternatively, you can add 1 chicken stock cube with 420 ml of water. We're going to cook this pot on high for about 3 to 4 hours. If you're going out for a longer period of time, then you can set it on low for 6 to 8 hours. So it's been 3.5 hours and we just need a few more steps before dinner is ready. We're scooping out some of the liquid in a pot as part of the process to make the cream for the chicken pot pie. You can skip this step altogether. All you need to do is to put in a can of cream of chicken. Next, heat up a pot and put in 75 grams of butter. Melt everything before adding in 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. When you're adding the flour, just keep whisking to prevent the flour from clumping. Then mix in the chicken stock as well as 2/3 cup of milk. So with this, your homemade cream is ready. You can add the cream to the slow cooker and let it cook for another 15 minutes or so. But before that, we're going to add 1 can of peas. I prefer peas from a can because I like the texture better. You can either skip this or use frozen peas instead. If you're using frozen peas, then cook the peas in a cooker for at least 1 hour before eating. We're now adding 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and a few dashes of Italian herbs. After the cream has completely melted, do a little taste test and see if salt is needed. We added 1/4 teaspoon of it. Don't worry if the cream is not mixing well, just put a lid on and let the cooker do the job. After 15 minutes, your chicken pot pie is ready. You can either eat it straight or scoop it in the bread bowl for a fancy meal. We don't have a fancy bread bowl at home, so we're going to improvise the next step just to make our dinner a little fancier. We're using a normal bread and we'll flatten it with a roller pin. Make a hole in the bread so that the steam can escape while it's in the oven. Because the bread is small, we're using a small soup bowl and we're brushing the side of the bowl with a beaten egg to help the bread stick to the bowl. Now we're brushing the surface of the bread with the beaten egg to give the bread a golden hue. We're going to leave the bowls in a preheated oven at 220 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. Our oven was preheated at the same temperature for 30 minutes. After 5 minutes, our dinner is really ready. We hope you like this recipe. Bon appetit!